Hey, it's Alyssa Sequoia. Welcome to my podcast, Flow with Me. I'll be sharing thoughts, ideas, stories, my music, my comedy, and whatever flows through in the moment. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy. It's been 100 degrees for a few days, and all I want is to be in a pine forest. But I've been mostly inside, keeping cool. So I decided I've had these samples of paint because I want to paint my living room. And so I was like, well, let me see what these look like on the wall. And the next thing you know, I start painting a pine forest on my living room wall. I have now huge pine trees that I've painted with my paint sample colors on the living room wall. And I've had people here and they're like, oh, you got an artist to paint your wall? I said, no, I did that. I was just messing around with some paint samples. And they're like, oh, you got to keep that. But it's funny. I'd actually like to paint over it and try again. Or maybe just keep going and do my home living room like I'm in a pine forest. Actually, that's actually what I really want, is my living room to be a pine forest. And I'm hanging out in it. So that's the vibe. That's my vibe. Toasty pine needles, pine cones, beautiful tree spirit all around me, tree spirits and woodsy animals and owls and bears and fox, raccoons, just gorgeous snakes. So today is July 5th. Yesterday, here in this country, was the idiocy of fireworks on full display. Idiocy on full display. And I just hate it. I don't like to use that H word, but I absolutely hate when people use fireworks. Because all I want is peace. And what I learned about fireworks and what they do to the planet and the air, releasing heavy metal particles and toxins and going into the ground all over the ground, the crops, the food we eat, the water going in the water, the animals that die from fear, from heart attacks. And it's just awful. It's just awful. And the day before was the firework display show in my town on the 3rd. And I was just so sad. I was so sad that was going to occur. And the devastating effects it was going to have. But there was something in me that was like, you did your thing, girl. You did a podcast about it. You read articles about it, gave people information with links in the podcast description. You did an Instagram post about it with links so people could learn about it and learn alternatives like having a laser light show. You emailed the mayor. You emailed the head of the green council of my town. And this was a couple weeks ago now that I did that. And I felt good that I got to say what I had to say before it happened. And if one person, 2 people, 10 people heard me, they heard me. And you can't unknow that. And I know I'm not alone. So July 3rd, I'm like, okay, this is going to happen. You know, and I had already had a string of sleepless nights, and I was like, oh, damn. I'm going to hear fireworks tonight, you know, that's going to happen. And then I saw the sky turning this amazing color. It was like this electric peach color. And then the wind started really blowing. And my husband looked out the window and he said, hey, I see a rainbow. I was like, what? And we have a roof deck at our house. So I was like, let's go to the roof. So we run upstairs and go outside onto the roof deck, and we are on a big hill. So we can see pretty far. We can see a lot of sky, and we can see the Hudson River. And we saw a beautiful, giant, full rainbow going over the Hudson River. The sky was electric peach. There started to be lightning in the sky, some rolling thunder humming along. And I looked down into my yard and my organic garden and my neighbor's organic garden. And what's going on? Fireflies are lighting it up. Ping, 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 ping. Just fireflies dancing in the yard. And I was like, oh my God. And I started crying because, you know, those are the fireworks. That was like Mother Nature, God's beautiful wife, saying, hey, I have fireworks for you. Look at this. Look what I can do. Look at me. Look at this beautiful light show. And I was just like, oh, my fucking heart was breaking because in just like a few hours, there was going to be fireworks and explosions on that Hudson River, on that same river that I was looking at a beautiful rainbow go across. And it happened. The fireworks, they went off, and it was just noisy and scary sounding and ugly and toxic. And they had the planning board, the tanning bed board. What am I saying? The planning board of the town and the mayor arranged for them to be done on a boat on the Hudson River, which is just also so fucking heartbreaking. because that river is suffering. So it happened. And the next day was the 4th of July. So I was like, okay, here we go. But I will tell you that being able to get all that information out really did carry me through all of this. So here in the New York area on the 4th of July, there was a major wind, lightning storm, rain. Okay, let me back up a second here. I want to tell you all something. My husband and I put on Indigenous people, AKA Native people here in this country where I live, also known as Native Americans, but they are the Indigenous people. We put on Indigenous people's rain dance music, and we danced with all our heart and all our souls, reaching our hands up to the sky. Well, at least I was, and making like a grabbing, like pulling motion from the sky as I was dancing, like pulling that rain down, pulling that storm cloud down, and pulling the rain out of it. So that was earlier, July 3rd. That was July 3rd, early in the day. We did that. We occasionally do have a dance party, but that was very like intentional, focused in rain dance. And later, when I told you we went out on the roof and we saw the lightning and the rain, I felt like 2 drops. I'm like, okay, babe, guess what? We called down 2 drops. But guess what? July 4th, that rainstorm hit hard. And hey, you guys, guess what? I think we did it. I think my husband and I did that. Power of energy, power of intention. I did not want this earth to suffer through all these fireworks. I was like determined to not have that happen, to shut that shit, that ignorant fucking shit down. Yep. So that happened. I see so many people who care like me. I see you. Please join me in like reaching out to your mayor, to your town planning board, and introduce the idea of having a laser light show for next year. Let's change this idiotic, old-fashioned, ugly tradition that is so toxic and harmful to this earth. Let's do it. I'm going to go for it. Please join me. Let's make it happen.
Little firefly, I am little too. I understand your light. Wish I could glow too. Little firefly, do you have peace? just what can I do to be more like you? You say it all with no words. Oh, I have too many, but still I can't explain why I said do 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 Spread your wings and light up the night sky. Yeah. Spread your wings and light up the night sky. Yeah. Spread your wings and light up the night sky. Yeah. Spread your wings and light up the night sky. Little firefly, oh, I hope I can do right here, so I can come back again with the flight of your wings, all your glowing beauty. Spread your wings and light up the night sky. Yeah. Spread your wings and light up the night sky. Yeah. Spread your wings and light up the night sky. Yeah. Spread your wings and light up the night sky. I'll say do-do-do-do-do.
I have a drawing I did up in a little gallery in our town. So I decided, like, hey, it's July 5th. The air's fucked the air quality is fucked up from all the fireworks. I could sit in the house all day and be upset about it. Or why don't I go visit my drawing at the art gallery? So I put on a dress and off we went to the little gallery in town and looked at all the artwork, met a sweetheart woman in the gallery, and we had a blast. So I came home, did my vocalizing, and starting to feel improvements when I sing. And I was singing, and my husband was sitting on this little, I call it the vagina couch, in his click corner because the cushions, it's like 90-degree angle, and a piece of the cushion always gets caught right in the angle and sticks out. So it looks like a clit. So he's sitting in his little clit corner on the vagina couch, and I'm singing, and he's just stopped what he was doing and looked up at me and stared. And I thought he was going to start crying because I was like singing, and it was like, okay, like, okay, I feel it. I'm hearing it. I'm hearing it too. And I thought he was going to start crying. So I started laughing, which is something I do when I think he's going to start crying. But I know. But I tried to finish singing, and I was like, okay. We were both like, what? And then I sang another song, and he did the same thing. And I got through that song, and he said, Liz, I don't know what just happened. I feel like oatmeal. I was like, baby, thank you. And let me tell you, it's a beautiful blessing to have him here, witnessing it all with me on my ride. I feel super blessed. Okay. Sending love. Peace out, friend.
So that's a wrap. Thank you so much for listening. It was great hanging out with you. For more information, go to my website, alyssasequoia.com. Peace out, friend.